Hi, ASEA fam. Welcome to the ASEA podcast. I'm Joni Wittenbaugh, and today I want to talk to you about some of the tools that we have for our brand partners to get information from ASEA. First things first, this podcast. If you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, those are the options that we have right now, and we're working on Apple Podcasts. So the more views we get, the more likely I am to be able to put it on Apple Podcasts for all my people out there that love that podcast app. Some of the other tools that I'm going to be sharing today, I will link to them in the show notes. So if you're looking for the link for any of the specific tools, you should be able to find them there. And if you have requests for other ways that we can share tools with you or get in touch with you or ways that you'd like to make sure we're passing along information, you can always pass that to marketing@aseaglobal.com or talk to the biz dev team. So feel free to pass along your feedback. We love it. We do our best to get you guys information the way that you guys are wanting to consume it and what's easiest for you guys. So let's dive in. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is ASEA Central. So this is a site that we've built just for you guys. It's just for brand partners. Sometimes we do create some pages that will work for you to share with your customers or prospective customers and brand partners, but it's really just for you guys. So you can find this at learn.aseaglobal.com. We've also got links to it in your virtual office. So if you go to your virtual office, it's going to be one of those really pretty tiles that are like towards the top. And if you just click in there, it'll bring you right to this page. So this is ASEA Central, and these right here are just what are called quick links. So you can click on these and skip to the events and incentives or the trainings. We're going to go through this whole page together, but if you wanted to skip to something and you know where it is, use these tabs so you don't have to just scroll and scroll through this page. The first section that we have here is about ASEA One. So you can go to that ASEA One webpage and dive into all the videos, all of the little explainer images that we have for you. Hopefully you've seen this page. If you haven't, I highly, highly recommend heading to it to learn more about ASEA One. I'll click in and we can kind of check it out now. If you are just listening and not watching, this URL is learn.aseaglobal.com/ASEA-1. And it's got anything that you can think of that you might need to help you understand or explain ASEA One to other people. So pardon me for being descriptive just for the audio files, listening and not watching. But we've got our Path to One trainings. We've also got access to the old versus new things. And then as you scroll down, it's going to take you through all of the stages of ASEA One and through Club One and Club One Plus, which also has a section about Jumpstart. So as you're new people, or if you're onboarding new people, and you want to learn about those Jumpstart cycles and those bonuses that you can only earn during your first cycles, which is Jumpstart, you can do that on that page there. So if you have any questions or if you want to check that page out, we highly recommend it. And then as you continue scrolling, you're going to see just more ASEA One resources, just places where you can go to download any of the documents and videos and the actual launch event. So if you have new people and you wanted to share the entire launch event, that's an option there too. If you continue scrolling, you'll get to recognition events and incentives. This is where you'll find info on regional conferences that are upcoming, the summit that we're doing that you can earn your way to, as well as Diamond Experience. So if you're looking for any information on those recognition events and incentive trips, you can also find that at the ASEA Central page. We have some new stuff that I'm actually pumped to tell you guys about, the training and development, or what we're kind of calling the connection corner for you guys to stay connected and in touch with everybody. This section is all these calls that are hosted by our biz dev team and our lovely Linda Luther. So we've got one of these going almost every week. So they're on a cadence to help you remember. The pulse calls, for example, are always the first Wednesday of the month at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So today I'm recording this on March 16th. Hopefully you're watching this on the 17th, and then the learning series call will happen on March 18th. So there's stuff happening every week with these calls. And these calls are tailored to certain groups, but you can join all of them if you see fit. The pulse call is the call that we've done specifically for all brand partners. If there's one that you can get on, it's for sure the pulse call. We want you guys on that. We do a little bit of recognizing you guys, just kind of celebrating really good accomplishments, as well as just a little training, some stuff that you can take back to your business that very same night or the very next day and try to build with. The Empower calls are built specifically for our Director 700 through Platinum rank brand ambassadors, brand partners, pardon me. But if you are not those ranks and you still want to join, you are more than welcome. We're not going to tell you not to come if there's stuff that you hear that you want to learn about. These calls are great for you too. And I know what you're going to ask. If you can't catch the live, yes, you can always catch the recordings at these pages that we've built. The next one I want to talk through is the learning series. So the learning series is cool because we're going to like deep dive into individual topics. This will change just based on kind of what you guys are asking for. Do you want to learn more about Club One? Do you want to learn more about your VO or about a certain report? So these things are going to be very tailored, and this will be a good series for you guys to hop on and listen to when you can. Diamond calls are exclusive to those who have ranked diamond or above. So if you're not a diamond, you won't be invited to these. The page is actually password protected. So sorry if you're not a diamond, but that's for people who have earned the diamond page and those perks. As we continue scrolling through the ASEA Central page, you'll see some stuff in this business building section. And this is just stuff. If you're looking to learn more about our referral codes, there's a page there, or our social media masterclass, that's here. We've got an enrollment 101 page that just shows if you're new here, maybe even if you're not new, maybe it's just good to learn kind of how to share and enroll, the enrollment types of customers and brand partners, ways that you can share, which include your replicated site or shareable carts, or just sending them direct links to pages from your site. And then we've got Linda's training about your replicated sites and how to create a shareable cart with a quick video. So there's some really valuable stuff in here. And this whole ASEA Central page is built to be a resource for you guys to learn from, kind of like a knowledge base, if you will. So if you've got questions, we recommend starting here. This is a good starting point. There's a video here on how to create a shareable cart, or resources specifically to our ASEA performance line when we relaunched that in September. So there's lots of amazing stuff on the ASEA Central. Again, that's learn.aseaglobal.com. And this is just a great place to get any information. If you're not finding what you're looking for there, then we highly recommend heading to the ASEA Facebook community. So this is a closed group, and you have to be a ASEA brand partner to be in this group. You do have to request access. So we will let you in there if you answer the questions. This group is meant for brand partners. So sometimes we have brand partners try to invite prospects and customers into the group. They won't be admitted in, and we'll have to tell them no, that they cannot join, because this is meant for you guys. We give heads up about promos in here, and we talk through stuff specific to brand partners. So this is meant for you guys, not for your customers. It's not the same as a group that you might host to view testimonials, but it is a great place for you guys to ask questions. We post recognition in here every single week so you can celebrate. We've got brand partners that are asking questions or getting recommendations. And this is a place where you can do it all. It's a closed group, so we don't have to worry as much about compliance here, so people can ask and answer questions honestly. We love just celebrating the wins via recognition here. You can see who's ranking up and talk to them, congratulate them. We ask questions, and there's access to surveys. So if you are not in the ASEA Global community, you need to be, and that link will also be in the show notes here, or you should be able to find it in your bio. There's a link to it. The next thing that I want to talk about is actually the blog, which I know might be kind of weird. That doesn't seem like a way that we would keep in touch with you. If you are sharing a blog, it will be attributed to you if you're sharing it via your replicated site. So if you are logged in, right here it would say you are shopping with Joni Wittenbaugh, for example. And if I shared one of the blogs that had a link to shop to the product, which they all do, it would be attributed to me. So you don't have to be nervous about sharing the blogs and people not getting back to your site and shopping with you. As long as you're logged in and share that link, that'll work. So if you have people who are trying to learn about products, or if you yourself want to learn about products, or even stuff from the Advancing Life Foundation is on here. We do blog posts after events. So if you're wanting to learn more about anything that's happening in the world of ASEA, the blog is a great option. You can find that at ASEAglobal.com. And then in the menu under Discover, which is on the far right if you're on a desktop, once you hit Discover, it's in the drop-down menu under Blog. Okay, let's go to the brand partner store. So this is not part of shop.aseaglobal.com. The stuff that you are going to see on the ASEA brand partner store is, again, exclusive to our brand partners. It does include apparel, which anybody could order, and you could order for customers or team members, but it's also got business tools, and that includes things like business cards and tablecloths and pop-up banners and the product guide that we just launched not long ago. Even those printed out compensation plan collaterals that have the page that you can write notes on and just kind of spell out everything about ASEA One and Club One. That's all available here, including custom business cards, and you can add your QR codes to those. You can add your name to those. So if you're looking for stuff to help you share your business, whether that's for an event or just like single when you want to pass out your card or have a branded notebook for new teammates that enroll, you're going to find that at the ASEA brand partner store. And that is also linked in ASEA Central. So if you're looking for the link there, you can find it at ASEA Central. And you can also buy apparel, because who doesn't want to be swagged up for the company that they love? So you can get hats here, jackets, sweats, all sorts of stuff to help rep your business. Okay, let's just reminder about our Connection Corner calls really fast, because those are amazing and we hope that you're joining them when you can. The Pulse calls happen on the first Wednesday of the month. The Learning Series happens on the second. The Empower calls happen on the third Wednesday of the month, and then Diamond calls are usually the last week of the month, and those are invite only. So if you are looking for those calls, you can find more at ASEA Central. Another thing that we wanted to talk through was just emailing and texting. So if you are subscribed to corporate communication, which you can update in your VO, if when you enrolled, maybe you didn't think you wanted corporate communications, trust me, you do. We're not trying to spam you with anything. We do send information about promos that are happening, as well as reminders about Summit, things like that. So make sure that you are subscribed to corporate communications, and you can do just email or just text. We recommend both just in case. But if you did not subscribe to those when you enrolled, you can go back to your virtual office and change those. You'll get emails from ASEAglobal.com. So if you can add that to your address book, or even just go in and open a couple of emails from us so we're not in your spam folder, that will push us to your primary inbox. And then that way you are always in the know. We send emails weekly. We also send texts to remind about those calls that are happening. So we highly, highly recommend subscribing to corporate communications. You can always unsubscribe if it's not for you, but they shouldn't take up too much in your inbox, and they're just good reminders. So just a quick reminder there to make sure that you're checking your emails from ASEA, that you're checking your text messages if you're subscribed to those lists, and that will help you remember all of the things and all of the ways that we're talking to you. Okay, ASEA fam, we will see you next time.